So you have approached the water, and Thicket says, "Wait, something's wrong," and it points out the lack of smoke, or in fact, light. There's nothing. There's something wrong over there.
Yeah, your friends are dead.
Don't say that.
Wow.
You, that's mean.
I thought I was harsh.
There certainly there must be some explanation.
Maybe they just had to run.
Let's get closer.
Yes.
Stay low. So you kind of creep along the bank until you're about as close as you can get to the place, and it's like 50 paces away in the middle of the water. And looking at it, you don't see much, just with the naked eye. If you'd like to make investigation checks, you may certainly do that.
Yeah,
Sure.
sorry, I was looking
Look
at
at
Ian's house.
11.
Okay.
Also 11.
Ooh. So 17 plus, so 20 altogether.
Okay. So you guys, you see that upon further examination, you see sentries. They are camouflaged and hidden pretty well, but you see a few of them. Some are down by the water. A few are in the trees, but they're elves with bows, and they are camped out.
They're on the shore, or are they on the island with the town, the village, stead, something?
On the island where the steading is, where that tree is. Some of them, there's a few up in the tree. You see like 3 of them in the tree, and around the perimeter of the island there are several lurking low near the water, kind of hidden in cattails and stuff, dressed darkly.
We should take cover. We need to get into the trees and be hidden, so in case they haven't seen us yet.
How dare they assault a settlement?
We need more information.
Yes. So you guys kind of move back off of away from the shore and hide in a grouping of trees and bushes, and you kind of just crouch down and have a powwow. What do we do about this? That's it. They obviously took one of our steadings and made it into their own camp.
We don't know what they're doing yet. There could be, maybe they're looking for something. To find out what they're doing.
You're the stealthy one here.
Yes.
Not me. I ain't gonna do it.
Can we get a count? Can we see how many elves do we see?
You can roll me another investigation check with a higher DC.
Come on. Woohoo! It was it's a 17, so 20.
All right. So you kind of crouch low and head back and kind of get prone and examine the shoreline. And what you see is along the shoreline you see 5 elven guards with bows. Up in the tree, you see 4 of them. It's probable that there are others on the other side of the island, but your vision is blocked from here. So that's how many guards you see.
My vision is blocked, but I have dark vision.
They're on the other side of the.
But I have dark
vision. It's like X-ray vision.
Okay, so far I can see for sure is 9, but I'm assuming there's more.
That's too many to engage.
Yeah.
That is too many to engage.
9 on our side. So there's more, but well, what do we do?
I
We
have no
found
idea.
Well, we have one of two options: wait them out, see if they move in the morning, or we could try to sneak in and find your friends.
How well are you at sneaking?
Pretty good.
Well, I'm okay.
Not invincible or invisible, but
Not
either one
me.
of those. But I don't know what would we do when we got in there.
Find the
You
friends, try to
look
get out.
look for my friends and perhaps find a clue find out a clue as to what in the world they are doing here.
We could try to take one as information hostage.
Could work.
Pull them under the water silently and drag them over.
How
Uh,
confident are you in your sneaking abilities in to get into there and take one of them in it is under cover of darkness.
Hopefully we could bring them over here.
How would you get over there?
I know that
Because
would be the thing.
we would need a way to find a way to cross all that water. It's nearly it's about what I say 50 paces. That's more than a couple of 100 feet away.
We could light a small candle, small fire over the shoreline on this side. Wait for them to cross themselves. Ambush them one at a time.
I could do that.
I guess that's not too bad.
Do you? So anyway, do any of you have an experience with building of boats or anything?
No, and I don't think I'd want to do any construction now. We could easily alert them to our presence just by banging around.
That's
think-
true.
I think, at least in my opinion, and feel free to chip in your own, we should draw one over here, see if we can. Some small flashing light, some rustling, something small that is worthy of attention but not worthy of rousing the whole camp.
That could work. What should we use? Do you have anything on you?
I have a candle.
Stick,
I have a tinderbox.
candle,
Torches.
stone. We could throw a stone into the water.
Could throw a stone and then a candle, so they'd hear something and see something, and perhaps that would warrant one to come and investigate.
I think we should do one, not all of them, not all at the same time.
That's your call. I
Best
just want to
bet would
find.
be the candle, in my opinion.
And we could dig up positions around and wait for him to come over and then pounce on him.
Yes, tactical positions. They'd likely land somewhere nearabouts. So, as this is the most direct path to the. I don't know if they have. Did you see a dock over there or anything?
I don't know.
You
did
didn't.
I? Okay. I don't remember one being described to me, so no.
Well, they must have gotten over there somehow. Well, no matter.
Perhaps they swam under the cover
Wait.
of darkness.
How do your friends get over there? The ones that live on the settlement.
Oh, they have a dock.
Okay.
So I think it's, instead of saying, "Did you see a dock?" you should have said, "Did you see the dock?"
That would have been a better way of phrasing it. Looking back on, hindsight is 20/20 and all that.
Whatever that
Well, where is
means.
the dock on this side of the river?
It's on the other side of the island.
That's why we can't
No.
see it.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I like
Well,
thinking.
like a kettle.
Okay, well,
Okay, let the candle.
okay.
Okay, I'll hide behind the tree over there, and Wareth, you hide behind another tree, and Mjorn, you hide behind another tree. And then
Okay.
once he's over here, we will all converge and get them
How high
quietly.
are the
Though.
limbs off the ground?
Maybe the lowest limb you see on in the surrounding areas is about 10 feet. The lowest sturdy limb.
I guess I want to climb one of the trees.
You find one in your. You find one pretty nearby. Roll me an athletics check.
Roll a natural 1 on this athletics check and get him over here. Real lickety split.
It's a 9.
Yeah, it's difficult, and you scrabble a little bit, and Bew laughs at you a little bit, and it looks kind of silly, but at last you're like hanging onto the branch. Make a strength check.
God dang it.
Walrus. Walrus.
Also 9.
Walrus.
With baby arms, you do a chin up and kind of, and then you like swing your leg up and grabbing onto the branch.
Walrus. Walrus.
And then
Walrus.
you are
Shut
able
up,
to
you. I
turn
don't want to hear it.
and get into a crouching position.
Walrus.
I did an athletics check and
I
I
am
got
a
a
knight.
24.
God dang it, woman.
Because I had a +5 on athletics or on strength.
Walrus. Climb back down and give me the candle.
I left it there
Where?
on the ground where I lit it.
Okay, give me the tinderbox.
Use
Pick up the candle.
Mirwins. I already lit it. It's there.
What did you do to light it? We're not ready.
Well,
Mirwin, did you attempt to climb a tree as well?
Yes.
Okay, Mirwin finds another tree. It's just a few paces away from to the facing it to the left of your tree, Warth, and she like climbs like a bear straight up at just
You guys suck.
You need these big, sturdy arms. That's what helps you grab hold of the tree.
I would like to crouch down in some brush next to the candle where I can just hit the dude when he comes to see it.
yes, you're able to do that, and
Should I roll a stealth check?
not yet. And then Thicket takes his place. Okay, here's you're kind of arrayed out facing the water's edge. You're ready. First of all, you light the candle, and you start way. You like what do you do with the candle?
Just set it someplace where it's easily visible. So visible where like one dude would for sure catch the shining.
Okay.
Maybe behind some brush so it looks like it's been casually concealed.
Yeah, you do that. You in fact, there's a little stone there that you kind of perch at top, and you wait.
Where it looks intriguing but not important.
Yeah. You wait and you wait, and it about 10 minutes passes before you sense a small amount of commotion. Just not commotion, but motion over there. Another couple of minutes passes, and you see a shape round the island, and you observe the form of a boat. Slowly, it looks like a sort of a canoe, slowly pulling up toward the shore. Now make me some stealth checks.
Yeah, buddy. Come on, fake die, don't fail me now. I rolled a 16.
11.
7. Not happy.
What happens here is the canoe reaches the shore, scrapes up against the right onto the rocky shore. Into the dice jail. You see a lone figure get out of it. It's an elf dressed in green cloaks, and he's got a bow in hand, an arrow knocked, looking at this light source and about at you guys, and he senses a slight rustle over in your direction, View. And he looks, and he gets a little closer. And
How far is he
what,
from me?
from you in the tree, he's, God dang it, I want a battle map so much.
And
Okay, here's the rudimentary battle map of the area. I know it's mirrored, but that's the shoreline. There's lots of trees around here, but I have highlighted the 4 specific trees where you guys are hiding next to, and that's the path that the elf scout is taking as he approaches you guys.
straight for Mew.
He does have the camera, so.
Well, when we set it down, well, he's the one that made the noise.
And each of those lines actually does, I would say it could be a grid. It represents about 5 feet.
Oh, you guys are far away from me.
Yeah.
Oh wait, those lines.
Yeah, the
Not
bar.
the footsteps.
I was thinking
Bill, that means I'm
lines.
5, 10, 15 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's
then.
manageable.
So he is sneaking towards Bew. What do you guys do?
I would like to continue to be hunkered down until he gets right up next to the candle next to me.
All right, make another stealth check.
Was it a
Damage.
one?
Well, it's not 5, it's 7.
He hears another just as he try to hunker down more.
I
He-
want to.
he holds the bow, approaches, starts to circle you a little bit. In doing so, he kind of heads around around Bew's tree this way, kind of
Towards
a little
Laura.
bit. Yeah,
So
kind
is he sort of facing my tree some?
His actually, I mean, it's mirrored and it's hard to tell, but his back is actually towards your tree.
Okay. I want to drop down as quietly and stealthily as possible.
Okay, roll a stealthletics.
Could it be acrobatics or stealth? Maybe, I don't know.
Give me acrobatics, and we'll see if you are acrobatic enough. You're also stealthy enough.
Okay, so acrobatic. Oh god. So it's a 7.
It's enough that you don't take any fall damage.
That's good.
But he spins. Arrow knocked.
I want to hit him. I hit him now. I hit him now.
His back is turned, so you can make an attack with. You were almost in melee range. Yeah, you're pretty much in melee range, so you can make an attack with advantage.
I want to knock him out.
All right.
That's not bad. That is not bad. 18.
Ooh.
So completely unexpected, you staff or spear wielding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have your bow staff or your spear on?
This I would have had my bow staff. I wouldn't have been using my spear.
And whonk, straight to the back of the head, just
Nice.
right down to the ground like a sack.
I want to drag him behind the trees and the bushes so he can't be seen from the island.
Okay.
And I want to, put out the light.
Yeah, you put out the candle. Thicket stealthily scrabbles over to you guys. And says, let's take. You got him. Good job. Good job. Let's take him somewhere where we talk. But
we're professional adventure guildsmen.
Except for me.
And Mirwin's also here.
So what do you do with the body? You drag him behind the tree?
We suppose we should go a fair decent distance away.
Yeah, out of
I
sight.
probably we'll need to speak with him, and we don't want anyone hearing anything.
Yes. It'd be great if we could find someplace
He-
secluded or even like a cave or something.
He dropped his
Okay.
bow, and he dropped his bow and an arrow as well. So make sure we take those so they don't see them.
I take those for myself.
You do, and you now have a short bow, and he's got a quiver of arrows on him. There are only 5 arrows in it, but you have a short bow and 5 arrows.
It's a snow elf.
Yes, and so since it is snow elf made, it's the wood is interesting. It's sort of black, almost an ebony type of wood that it has like brown, rich brown, almost mahogany mocha veins running through it. It's quite a piece.
Neat.
Yeah. For now, I have plans to fashion the quiver, but for right now, let's just swing over each shoulder.
Yeah.
And then I am picking him up around his arms, and I motion forward to get his feet, and we're just gonna like whisk him away as fast as we can.
Yeah. I grab his feet.
And
Yeah.
I think I still have rope. I have rope.
Mhm.
We want
Okay.
to
Yeah, we'll tie him up for sure.
tie him up.
So you guys do that. You carry the body first back behind the tree, then continuing on, and you find a bit of you find a bit of a clearing, and then past it there's a kind of there's like not really a semicircle, but kind of an area that's a little bit of an area that's walled off by tall thorny bushes and thicket points. This might be a good spot.
Yeah.
You've gone a good distance from it. It's not likely your voices would travel.
Mm.
Set him down, maneuver both of his arms behind his back, and then hold him for Mirwin.
And I pull out my rope and I tie his feet up.
All right, you bind him hands and feet, and he is still just completely out. And you wait for a little while.
I want to while he's out, I want to loot him.
Yeah, within his pockets and such, you rifle through his stuff. He really doesn't have a whole lot on him. There really doesn't have a whole lot on him.
How disappointing.
I would need you to roll investigation in order to continue with that.
13.
He doesn't have much on him. There's like a stray button in one of the pockets. Some little pieces of like lint.
Well, this
But-
guy's worthless.
But you don't find anything interesting.
I'm very disappointed in this elf.
Yeah. It seems like he didn't have anything but the short bow on him.
You should take his cloak, because if he doesn't wake up, then you could sneak back on the island and take his place.
Well, I can always take that later.
You have an elfiness.
Yes, I'm Elfie McElferson. That's my nickname.
Really?
No.
I'm ready to get in my mind journal.
I think he's coming too. You see him start to move a little bit.
Wakey, wakey.
Oh
Hello,
God.
Mr. Snow Elf. Welcome back.
What are you? Who are you? What happened?
That's a good question. Unfortunately, you don't get to ask questions here. What are you and your friends doing in the Firbolg settlement?
You aren't Firbolg. But I am. What are you doing here?
Thicket.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We just we didn't mean to. You start talking now.
Thicket.
What did you
What was
do?
it?
Listen, this
What did
guy's
you do with my
pretty big,
friends?
and I don't think all three of us could stop him if he wanted to kill you. So you better start talking quickly.
Thicket, you can't tell them to not talk because we need answers.
Thicket's a broad nose begins to flare.
I push in front of Thicket and then try to like push him back in a way. Thicket, calm down just a moment. You, my elf friend, are far away from the rest of yours. The rest of your clan or roving band or whatever you call yourself, and you have been killing furbolgs. No one can hear you yell.
That was not me.
Okay, but you are in a furbolg camp. There are furbolg dead. What are you doing? What are the perception of you, snow elves in the valley, doing?
It was not my. It was not
Then
my. It was not my idea. I didn't. I did not.
Right.
I felt it.
Okay.
I felt it wrong, but I mustn't question. I mustn't question if he does it. It must be. It must be.
question
Must be the
who?
will of the. Must be the will of the gods if he does it. It must be. They speak through him.
For who?
All right. We don't much
Sure.
care what you think or what you have done. We are looking for Broad. Why are you all here?
We are following Jorian to the promised land.
And who is Dorian?
Jorian is. He is the light of the world. He is. He is the vessel of God on this planet. The gods
Vessel.
speak. They speak through him, and they have told him that we are to come to this place. This place is. This place is not. It's not. It is not right that it be here, and Jorian will bring about the final winter. That is what the gods have said, and I cannot. And I cannot. I believe it. I cannot. The things I've seen, I know that God has spoken to him.
Okay, what have you seen?
The way he teaches and speaks, the things he knows, he is the prophet. He will be inspired, and he will bring it about at long last.
Is he an elf like you?
Yes, yes. We came from the north, from Valumiel, but because he had a vision, we've been his followers for some time, but he had his sign. We had been waiting for his sign, and he finally got his. The
What
How
was
gods,
many
his vision?
the gods
how
revealed
many
it to him.
followers are there?
I shouldn't tell you that. I can't tell you that. You have ill intent.
Oh, but you must.
No.
Okay, you will die. Like what this isn't a discussion.
And you will never see the promised land. You will never see the vision fulfilled. You will die alone in the forest at the hands of strangers
No,
in a
no,
lonely
no,
place.
no. I can't tell you. I can't. He, he. If I can't give it up, I can't give up my
He is not
people.
here right now.
We've done this cool little
Speak,
trick
speak,
4
elf.
times already, and they didn't want to talk either. It's fine. We'll just do our little trick another time. We'll do it a 5th time.
Four
It's no problem.
times.
Yeah. Haven't you noticed your number is dwindling?
Oh, oh no. I know we lost.
I've been getting pretty good at this. Don't worry, we'll make it quick this time.
I know we lost Tishella the other day. She strayed from the flock and accidentally. We never found her. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, she followed a candlelight just like you.
Oh, well, now we know her name.
We must be. Oh, we must be down to. It must be down to only 20 of us now then.
All followers of Jorion? 20?
Yes.
And what is it you're looking for?
We are here to await the final sign. We are we have traveled and we have found a place where we will wait until the gods give Jorion the final sign, at which time he will bring about the final winter, and
Do
all
you
will be
know
made right.
what the final sign is?
No, none, not even Jorion knows. Not until it is revealed to him.
You said that it doesn't belong here. What doesn't belong?
Well, Jorion, he has been
Doesn't belong here?
he has been shown that he's been shown that this land, this forest, it is an unnatural place, and that below it and about it there is unnatural. There's an unnatural way about it. How is it so green in the midst of all of this ice and snow? And he says there are things deeper that corrupt it as well. It is corrupted land
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
that make it so different, such a wrong place in this part of the world. It is unholy, and it must be the final winter must be brought about.
Tell me, where is Jorian on the island?
He's not on the island.
He's not on the island. Where is he?
He is traveling. He's on land on the other side of the island, on the other side of the river. He should be back soon. He's with some of the others.
Where did he travel to?
He traveled to make insight checks.
Oh, geez.
Stupid thing.
I have what is
18.
that called? I have 18 as well.
Natural 20.
Dang.
He is lying and lying so poorly. He's lying about all of it. He's lying about the numbers. He's lying about where Jorian is. He's lying.
I want to get very close to him. Just kind of playing with my dagger. Jorian. No, oh, crap. Never mind. I've been deceiving people and lying to people and stealing and killing people for a very long time. You're not very good at lying. And unfortunately, being bad at lying can cost you many, many things.
I was taught to speak truth.
Mm.
But you have not been speaking truth with us. It is
No,
clear
I
to
haven't.
it is clear to me.
And unfortunately,
Oh, I'm sorry.
you now have one chance left to tell us the truth.
Because why keep you alive if you're not going to tell us anything useful?
Your information is no good. You are useless to us.
I think actually the Firbolg Council could use someone like this. Yeah,
Ooh.
True.
We could
We could
take him
easily
back.
We could take him
take
back.
him back. We know where
Could-
they are encamped. It is but a day's journey from here.
We can marshal our people. Take you and all of yours.
Really kill
We
him.
are well defended. You would never be able to.
We kill him after.
The Firbolgs are massive and hundreds.
And
We
angry.
There are 20 of you.
Jorian will receive his sign, and they will be unable to stop the final winter.
Yeah, okay.
None will
Let's
stop it.
we've got one. Let's go back.
Yeah, well, and I take some.
And he says, Jorian's there. He's there. He's there right there in the keep. And there are only 10 guards around the whole perimeter, and within there are 54 of us. Most of them are women and children, and there's only a few of us that are really militant, and the women and the children, they believe, and we all believe, but truly there are, oh, not, don't come back and assault us. There are, we have women and children.
I want to gag him.
I
Good information at the end, friend.
Yes. Do I believe the last bit?
Which you rolled the 20 on her. Yeah, he was telling the truth.
As to what to do with him, I think that honestly we should take him back to the council. This
Yes.
might be too much for us, even at 10, just the 4 of us. But, and I blare at the dude. But with, those numbers are much easier to deal with.
Quiet,
You. But getting some backup
You
at
had
the
your
Firbolgs seems like women and children in the encampment. That makes sense. They're not going to move, so we at least know where they're going to be for a while.
It seems like that is the base that we were looking for.
Then
Now
easy.
I
That
could
is
take
easy.
now I can take him back if. What do you want to do about Jorian? This Jorian person is who they follow.
Yeah.
Do you want to assault the place with many? Do you want to? Let's be frank. Do you want to get in there and eliminate him?
My first thought was to kill him from a distance, and then your warriors, what you have of them, could easily take over the 10 or so guards. But
Because
obviously, we want to nip this in the bud. We have time and we can plan. I think what best we could do is go rally about 20, surround the place, each on each side of the shore, and send in a few to take care of business. If they tried to flee, easy. If they tried to stand in a fight, we storm the shores. It is easy.
But they are zealots. They will fight, and they will.
They will fight to the death, all of them.
They will fight to the death, all of them. They will. It could. A siege?
Yeah, a siege would be fine.
I don't know if the Firbolgs would be fine with that. We could try to sneak in and simply, for lack of a better word, assassinate.
I like that idea, but
Again,
I think that we should have some backup, just to surround and watch. If things turn sour, then we have backup. If
I agree. We could go get the rest, a small group, come back.
We don't need a lot, just any who can go now.
And again, if we eliminate him, they are all zealots, and where is their head? If their head is gone, then what have they to do? If he is the one through whom their gods speak, and the only one who can fulfill their prophecy, if he's is gone, then perhaps they will leave peacefully.
I think a strike team of 2 or 3 is perfect, and then 20 or so back up to watch
if something were to go wrong.
We have to make sure we know which one's Jorian. If there are 50 people inside.
It should be easy enough to identify.
Yes, true.
The one in charge.
He'll be in the flashiest robes.
Yes.
If We want to do it under cover of night. Because less chance of open conflict, less chance of more feeble death, or, God forbid, any casualty among the women or children. If I left now, I could be back I could go swiftly. Not that you all encumber me, but I could go swiftly and be back within a few hours with a good handful.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
I
Can
could
you
be back.
take him with you?
Oh yes, and he picks him up and throws him over his shoulder.
Then we will rest, and we will wait for you to return here, and then we will go through with the plan.
I will be back before dawn. We could make it an early dawn raid.
I love the idea. I love the idea.
Okay, so he heads off swiftly into the night, and it's early night right now. It's about 10 o'clock, and you guys just sit there. And do you stay right there, or do you head back toward the shore or anything?
I think we should stay here.
Yeah,
I
this
like
is
do a quick I want to look around, make sure no one's followed and tracked us here.
Yeah, make investigation roll.
While you're doing a little look around, I'd like to talk with you, Warith, and Mirwin.
I rolled a
Mirwin,
1.
You don't see anybody, but you do get diarrhea.
I think you and me should move along.
I'll need to. I'm gonna go over here and take care of this. I'll be back in.
It's probably that thicket mix.
there's going to be a.
I didn't eat these thicket
We
mix.
could move to another place, and Thicket would be able to find us again because there would just be a trail.
He did warn
Mirwin,
us about the kebabs.
Mirwin and
true.
Warith. I think myself and Warith should be the team going in. Mirwin, I think you should be on the shore. Not saying that you aren't stealthy.
You're not
But
stealthy.
I'm not stealthy.
You're not stealthy. Whereas Warith and myself, I could back him up while he takes care of business. I can move quickly and nimbly. There was that boat that our friend brought over. We could use that to either row or we could swim back underneath the water.
I was thinking the boat could be for the. We could go in two directions. I could swim across and try to sneak in. You could go either on the boat or through another direction. And I don't know.
We could dive in upstream about 20, 30 yards, and the natural current would just pull us along. We could beach ourselves on that fording and then just make our way onto the beach quietly. Maybe aim for some rush or bushes while we dry off, and then try to make our way into the lodge, wherever this man is. We were looking at that place before. How many houses were in this little island?
There are 3. Good job, Mirwin. The largest is on the bottom, slightly smaller, large, medium, small, graduating in size up the tree.
He's in the top one. I mean, really, women and children
It is in
are
the
going
keep,
to
so I'm
be.
assuming that's the top one, right?
Yeah. You know, the large one is going to be for women and
I
children.
did say keep. I shouldn't have said keep. I should have said.
Tree.
I was just usually used to saying keep.
So what would the correct term have been? The word you would have used?
The in the top house.
Okay.
The
It makes sense if he's,
The upper
Good.
house.
yeah, if he's important, he'll be in the top one. That is the most protected, but it really just puts a bullseye on him. Yeah. The middle one will be used for soldiers and whoever is, middle tier. And then he'll be in the top one. He wants the most protection, as these leaders often do. That will make it pretty easy. We can just bypass 2 rooms. And if he's not there,
climb
then
on the
we just
outside of the tree all the way to the top and drop in from the if there's a roof opening.
Yeah. I have a
Okay,
bow
so-
now.
Yeah.
We could simultaneously strike him from outside.
If we can get a clear sight.
I mean, or if not, we just go in.
Yeah.
You have healing. I have healing. We should be all right. Yeah.
Especially if he thinks he's safe. He's probably asleep. Won't expect anything.
Right before dawn. Yeah, absolutely. I would like to, until Thicket gets back, rest and regain my 2 hit points I got from falling and being sad.
Yes, you are able to do that. Several hours pass.
Are we 5th level?
No,
Not yet.
Okay.
it is close to about 4:30 in the morning when you hear some footsteps rumbling through the underbrush, and Thicket
pull up.
arrives with he arrives with 7 other Furbolg, many of them with long spears, bows over their backs, provisioned for war. And a few of them, you notice strapped to them, have brand new shields that the blacksmith was crafting earlier.
Okay. We tell them of our plan.
We are ready.
I would like to make one small amendment, and I pull out the alchemist fire from my bag. This is a small pot, and within it is a large amount of fire. This is your signal. If we are in trouble, I will chuck this someplace where you can see. Come give us a hand.
I've got it. We'll be on the lookout. The other ones mumble their assent. And
Other than that, it's get into position. We are
Yes,
going now.
Suppose we'll leave the boat for you, and we'll
just be on the tree line.
well,
Awesome.
Let's go.
Splitting the party.
You have you arrive back at that tree line, and the Furbolg take their positions hidden within it, behind trees and in the brush. And Mirwin, what do you do?
I'm going to get as close to the shore as I can without
leaving the tree line.
without leaving the trees.
Yeah. So the tree line is about there.
Where we were.
Yeah, that's right about where you were, and that's sort of where the Furbolg are taking up their positions.
Okay.
So you just wait with them?
I will wait with a clear shot to see where they are.
Okay. Yeah. So the Furbolg kind of huddle down. Some of them plant their spears into the ground, get their bows out, and they'll some of them put a few arrows, stick a few arrows into the dirt in front of them, getting ready to draw at a moment's notice. And they just crouch. They crouch in waiting. Now, Bu and Worth, what do you
Before we
guys
dive
do?
into the water, I want to look at the island. Does it still look as we left it?
And roll investigation.
Unassuming, minimal guard, all that jazz.
I rolled a 19, so 22.
Investigation, 12.
Yeah, it looks the same.
Okay, cool.
Still no smoke. Still no lights.
So, we should walk upstream a bit.
Yeah. Yep.
You head upstream 30 paces or so, and find a place where the beach is relatively even, not too rocky.
I guess we head in.
Yeah, jump into the water. Well, not jump into the water. Slip into the water quietly, with the intent of letting the current.
Yeah. So you slip into the water. The current's not too heavy right at first. When you get into it, you start to feel it pull at you, and you're out, and then you are suddenly out into it. And to stay with the current, roll me athletics checks.
I am. This stupid die. I keep using it. It's a 5.
5.
Athletics is-
You get a bit disoriented and pulled under for a few breaths,
I rolled a
But you-
4.
but you both get disoriented, pulled under, and you get tossed about. You get a little bit turned around, and when you come up, it takes you a minute to realize where you are, and you are only just about 10 paces away from the island. You come up on it very fast. Go ahead and you're gonna have to make a really in order to be quiet. You're gonna have to roll me stealth checks
Okay.
so you can get to this island without causing commotion.
Oh, it's so much better. That's a 14.
13.
Oh, okay. You're both like when suddenly this island comes up almost out of nowhere as the current pushes you along. But you're able to. But Warith, you like go into a kind of do a barrel roll onto the sandbar, and Bew, you do a similar kind of slide up onto it with minimal noise, and no one notices.
After you, I'll say to Worth.
Do I? Where do I see? What do I see?
So you have landed on again that's outside of the island. From where you are, you you take a minute to examine. To your left, about 10 paces away, there's a guard, a sentry with a bow. Above you is the tree. So where you are, the tree, you know how it like kind of snakes up?
Mm-hmm.
You're directly under the top tree home.
Okay. So I
So
would need
like,
to go forward past the guard
yes, in order to
up the tree.
somehow access the ramps or get up that tree somehow. Fortunately, it is dark, but the guards have dark vision, so
Presumably. He's not
But
looking in our direction.
no, he hasn't noticed you.
we could
He-
sneak up on him and take him together from behind and just. Or I could try to go around him.
Knock him out.
Knock him out. No, I was gonna come up from behind him and slit his throat.
Oh, oh,
Oh, you're so
um,
I personally think that we should just go.
try to go around him.
Yeah, he's off to the side, right? He's not in between us and the tree.
no, he is not. There's space there. He's looked out. He's out looking out at the water still.
Yeah, so why don't we just
Okay.
beeline to the tree and try to climb up that, leaving him behind.
Very well.
That's my personal thing, but I'm going to follow you.
All right, let's do that. We'll just.
All of this, sign language.
Yes. Well, we've been together so long now. Do that.
We're so good at.
And communicating.
We finish each other's.
Sandwiches.
Okay, then we do that. Quiet.
Hope you don't have another round of diarrhea.
Shut
Oh boy, let's hope not. Okay.
The guard's like, ew, ew.
Gross. All right. How do you proceed?
We proceed to the tree quietly and stealthily.
Yes. Right around the trunk of the tree, as large as it is, you see no guards. It appears that the guards are concentrated around the coastline. So give me a stealth roll.
Don't fail me
I
now.
know.
13.
Mm-hmm.
11.
You ease your way up off of the beach, treading through this, treading up onto the grass, nearing the tree, and there's a slight snap under one of your feet.
I
The
freeze.
guard kind of
Let's just keep moving. I bat it worth. Let's just keep moving, get out of sight.
Okay.
quickly make another stealth check.
Ooh, 15.
I don't know if I want to play anymore, and honestly. I think maybe we're done for the night.
What did you roll?
I don't know.
It's a natural one.
Is it a nat one? Oh. The guard spins, instantly noticing you. And with his knocked arrow already, he fires at you. Just out of pure instinct, it does a 4 hit.
Oh.
The arrow sails directly over your head and into the tree. You don't know if any of the other guards have noticed yet. You're about 5 feet away from him.
I take the arrow from the tree. Oh, actually, hold on. Oh, I bet
I
it's.
pull my dagger.
Can I try to catch that arrow?
As it's coming towards you?
I can use a key point to do deflect missile.
You've been waiting to do that.
You can. Yes.
Which, if it reduces the damage to 0, I catch it. And I can use... Well, no, I can catch it. I can spend another key point to send it back at him.
You may do this. I'll allow it.
So I'd like to spend a key point to catch it.
All right,
I have to roll 1d10. Can you roll damage for me, please?
Yeah, let's see here.
Which for a short bow is 1d6 plus his dex.
Yeah,
Modifier.
and it's dex. Let me pull it up here. It is 4.
I totally catch it. So the way that I roll
That's
1d10
awesome.
plus 5, and if my damage, the number is higher than his damage, I can catch it. So I do that. Catch it.
Okay, so he spins and out of instinct just fires this arrow, and you snatch
then
it straight out of the air.
I'd like to draw my bow that I just got, and I'd like to shoot him with it.
Roll, make an attack roll.
10.
You get it out, and you do this in one fluid motion, knocking the arrow to your own bow and sending it back at him. And it's just and he just shoulders out of the way real quick and grabs a dagger.
Let's go.
And leaps towards you guys.
I guess I pull my rapier and I
We should go.
I attack him, I guess.
Okay. Roll attack.
12.
Are we doing this or should we go? I mean, if he hasn't said anything, we can scuffle this quietly, but
That hits. Roll damage.
oh, I missed by 2. That sucks.
Yeah.
Man, it's been so long since we've been in combat. I forgot what. That's hold on a second.
Rapier is a D8. I don't have
8,
my.
yeah, no.
And he is adjacent to Bew as well, technically. So I believe you get sneak attack damage.
Ugh, it was only 3. Oh, well, then that's 6.
You're plus 6. What do you mean?
Well, no, my D. I rolled a 3, but it's a plus 3.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So it's a 6. and then 2d6
2d6 sneak attack.
is 4.
That's still really good.
So
Yeah.
6.
10.
So
10 altogether.
10 damage.
Helicopter.
And you.
Oh, I hear it too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hear it. You are able to attack as well.
Okay. I just had the bow out, so it's kind of. So I'm just gonna punch him. Punch him, trying to like, just trying to knock him out.
Okay. Roll attack.
Um, um, okay, so that would be a 16.
Okay. That hits.
Giving me 4 damage, and then my bonus attack is another punch, which would be a 7, which doesn't hit. So 4 damage. I'm not going to use another key point.
At this, so it is at this point. He doesn't like. He seems so surprised. He doesn't like shout or anything. But he does come at you with his dagger. He was so shocked by this whole arrow exchange that happened within like 3 seconds, and he's like his next instinct was to come with the dagger down directly at you.
You shrugged off my damage. That's all right.
It's a 19 hit.
Yeah, 19 does hit. All right.
And he takes you right in the shoulder for 9 piercing damage.
That's not too bad. That's a little bit. Let's see, that takes me down to. It's Worth's turn again.
Yes, it is worth. It is your place.
Okay, I'll attack again. The rapier.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
How much damage did you do on that first hit?
Me, 10.
10.
Worth? 10?
Yeah. I rolled a 6.
That does not hit.
Yeah. Well, I guess it would be a plus, but still.
Sneak attack doesn't give you advantage, does it?
No. Well.
If he's adjacent to me,
does.
he has advantage.
Then
Oh,
roll
so
again.
technically I would have advantage on my other punch attack.
Then roll
On
it again.
both of my attacks.
Yeah, and the one I did.
17 on my other punch attack.
Okay, that hits.
And an additional 4 points of damage.
And I guess I forgot to add the +5 to hit anyway, but. Yeah.
Okay, so your second punch
19.
lands, and that hits. Roll damage.
6.
So you take your rapier and you like clasp your hand over this guy's mouth as you.
Terrible.
And he falls to the ground. And you have somehow managed to make it out of this spectacularly unstealthy situation without everyone noticing.
No one noticed?
You know what?
I shouldn't have asked.
No,
Yeah.
they didn't notice.
I take the arrows from his quiver and put them into mine. How many more arrows did I get?
Now you have 6 more arrows. So how many did you have before?
I had 5. I didn't use one.
So you have 11
so
arrows.
I have 11 arrows.
I wiped the blood off my blade on his shirt or whatever.
Yeah. So there's one less guard for you to deal with.
I give a
And-
thumbs up to the shore. No doubt some people are watching, so I just give them a thumbs up.
Mirwin, roll perception. Let's just see if you happen to see any of that stuff go down.
10.
You didn't see anything from the shore.
Aww.
Because I'm short.
Okay, then I guess we make for the tree again.
I didn't hear anything, so everything must be okay.
Okay, you are now. You're up against the tree now, so
Um,
you can like edge along the tree.
So we're gonna go around it to the front of it and climb up the front, kind of.
If we can climb from here, let's climb from here.
Can we climb from here?
I mean, it's a tree. You certainly can try. Its trunk is pretty it's pretty handholdy. So with good enough effort, you probably could get up it. Do you have any implements, climbing tools, or anything,
Probably.
or ropes or anything like that?
You've got rope. I have my dagger. I could like into the tree, but I'm just going to use my bare hands. Can we assist each other in climbing?
I will say, yeah. If one of you wants to give the other a boost, to get up onto to a sturdier place. So from where you are right now, like right in front of you, it rises almost vertically, and then starts to do its curve thing, about 5 feet up.
Mm.
So you could get up onto there, and it curves a few more feet up than that, and it looks like you could actually get maybe a hold on it.
Okay.
If we give each other a boost.
Yeah. So
Okay,
so how are you doing this?
I lace my fingers so that he can put his foot, and I'm gonna boost him up.
Okay.
All right. roll acrobatics.
Both
Or
of us.
no, athletics. Sorry.
For both of us, or
Yes.
17.
athletics. Ooh, natural 20, baby.
All right, so you lace your fingers and you get a perfect boost, and straight up onto the way up, higher than you would have guessed, with views superior to your strength, and higher up onto the part where it curves. So you get like a decently good grip on the trunk of this tree, and your left arm finds a good handhold, and to where your right could even reach down and possibly pull him up.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm gonna jump and like lock arms with him, and
Yeah.
then use him to help pull myself up.
Another athletics roll.
Oh, that's not as good. That's 5.
I got a 3.
Hot and cold with this.
Ugh. You are you guys, like, you do lose, like, you lose contact a few feet up, and you're just able to scramble to a almost hanging handhold.
Looking around.
Yeah.
Anybody see?
You don't see anybody.
Okay. Well, let's just continue to climb. And
There was a
get on
little
top.
scraping noise, but no one heard you.
I want to pull my dagger out, or one of my daggers out, and put it between my teeth, and I couldn't climb.
Sure, why not? Yeah, why not? Absolutely. Go ahead and do that.
Worth, cool.
So from here, it's not a whole lot of distance to the roof of the first building.
what, can I-
These sorry, go for it.
I was gonna say, can I peek in the window and see if there's anyone in there?
That's what I like to do as well.
You're not close enough yet.
Are there windows that can be peeked into?
Yeah, it's like the other Firbolg's houses. There's a series of windows around the outside. They don't have glass in them or anything. Completely just open air windows. You could peek in if you were indeed next to one.
I ask Worth quietly if he wants to get closer, or should I get closer? Just take a quick peek.
Yeah, someone should. Just to see if there's something else in there. I don't.
You or me?
Who is it? Was one of us closer to a window?
So this is this is really crude, but that's the tree.
Okay.
Got it.
It's not
It
artistic,
gets the
but
point across. I like it.
it gets the
And
point
I would
across.
like to climb the tree more.
Okay.
Yes.
Up to reach the point where you can look in that window there.
So am I the one furthest up?
You're furthest up, yes.
Okay. I want to
There's
climb
like
up.
there's like staircases, right?
Yeah, so between you could likely reach, let's see.
Should go for the staircases.
I kind of want to stay away from them just in case they're watching them.
We could stay just off the beaten path. That would be fine.
Or one of us could take. You could take the stairs, and I could climb the tree.
Either way. Let's try this. Either way.
So it's basically like this. This is where the wooden ramp goes. Other side, entrance on that. The other side up to there. Snakes around, entrance there. Snakes around, entrance there.
Cool.
Railings all the way.
Let's continue to climb the tree.
All right.
I want to get close enough to peek in the window the first, but
Okay. Give me an athletics roll.
Both.
Both.
what is the deal? 6.
10.
What, 6 and a 10?
Maybe we should go for the stairs.
Jeez, man. Okay, you make little increments of progress. Just the worse you roll, basically, the more rolls you're gonna have to make to incrementally get up this tree. You're climbing it. You're not falling off yet. Not quite. But you make it another couple feet each. You can just touch the bottom of the hut. You can touch it.
Okay.
And you're a little bit below. You're a couple feet below him now. View.
I guess I keep climbing up to the window.
I tickle his feet.
Through my boots.
Give me another athletics check.
Okay, I'm ready to shake my phone.
There we go. 20. Not natural.
Still.
14 for me.
All right, you boys.
There
This allows you both to get on a sturdy handhold, just adjacent to those windows there on the first level.
Okay. Now I would like to sneakily peek inside.
We both.
Make an investigation check.
15.
7.
Bew, you see a bunch of figures that are sleeping, seemingly huddled inside. And Warith, you can make out that there are smaller shapes in amongst some other shapes that look like they may be female. You can see some of their faces look to be more female, and that you surmise that this is where most of the women and children are probably sleeping.
But all of the elves, not the Firbolg.
Yes, all elves. You don't see any Firbolg here.
That doesn't look good. Anyway.
I turned to Warith and offered the alchemist fire.
Not yet.
In the room? No. Okay. Let's continue.
Let's keep going up.
All right.
You didn't even want me to kill the guard first.
I know. I'm just feeling war crimey right now. I don't know what's up.
I get it though. I mean, it's me too sometimes.
Up to the next
staircase.
level. You want to hit?
Yeah.
Get to the staircase right there.
Yeah, I want to get on the staircase. I'm tired of failing.
All right, athletics roll to get to the staircase.
Everyone's sleeping right now. We don't need to be climbing the tree.
Climbing is hard.
11.
Especially when you get bad rolls like that. 6 again.
You kind of scramble a little bit, grabbing the roof. You get a hoof up onto it and reach, and you grab onto the bottom of the bottom of that ramp, and you've got a hold on it. And Warith, you reach about, you get to a perch, just a little bit on top of the roof as well, closest to Bew. Give me one more athletics check.
15.
14.
All right, you pull yourself up onto this ramp at last, and Wareth, you also are able to hand and foot get up there.
Can I look around and see if anyone noticed?
Yes, you can make investigation check, and
too.
and you're surprised because this is an extremely sturdily built path that it really doesn't even make too much of a noise at all when you get onto it.
17 investigation.
I got
And
crap. I think it was a 14. Yeah.
you hear the cry of a child who has woken up. You don't know if it was because of you, but at least one child will.
Is it coming from down below us, down in that first chamber?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so let's keep move away from
Leave it. Leave it.
Yeah.
So now you're able to easily make your way up just walking up the ramp. So make a stealth check. As you approach and pass the second one, you'll make a stealth check there.
19.
I also got a 19.
All right, you approach just past so like right there. There's an offshoot that goes to the door, entering the second one. Do you look in or anything?
Yeah,
Yes.
peeking in as we go.
So peek in, make an investigation check.
12.
12, and what was yours? 17. You can tell that there are a lot of. This looks like where most of the men are sleeping.
Still no furbolgs.
Still no furbolgs. Only elves.
Do I see any quivers of arrows?
Yeah.
What did you roll?
12.
You can't see any from you don't see any obvious. No, you don't see any.
Do I see any weapons or arrows or bows?
You can tell that there are probably some in there. All of the elves that are out on duty have them. These are probably the ones that are going to take that have already gone on their shifts since morning is nearing.
Okay.
So you can surmise that there are bows and then arrows in there.
Okay. All right, let's keep going.
Oh, we're gonna have to deal with them.
And you up,
not if we're quiet.
Up and up and up you go to the very top, the very last tree home. Roll stealth.
Well, altogether it'll be quite high, but I rolled an 18, so plus 7.
Jeez. 13.
You make it up to the entrance of the final tree home. Within it is dark. What do you do?
I can't see anything inside.
Alchemist fire?
It is dark, but in the dim light of your night vision, you observe a single figure sitting in the very midst of it. However, surrounding him are several sleeping women and at least 5 or 6, 7 children.
Of course.
This figure sits. He sits with his back facing you, and he's not laying down. And he stands, turns to face you, and you see.
I want to load my crossbow.
Me too.
And he says, this figure you see is he's dressed in simple night clothes, linens, and he says angular face, and he says, "What have you come here for?"
We've come to see why you have assaulted the Firbolg.
Ye heathens do not see what I am doing. God speak to me. I am here to bring about the end of it all, the final winter.
And how will
I look
you
at
do
Warith and nod, and I pull back my arrow.
Shoot him!
Wait, I want to hear what he has to say first. But I've got my crossbow on him too.
If you kill me, it will already be too late. The gods have ordained that this happen. The Air is an unnatural place, and it must be brought to an end.
What the?
There are no gods.
Listen to my teachings. Listen to my teaching. And he's pretty charismatic.
No!
And his voice carries to your ears with a strange quality. Almost like he's right or speaking some sort of truth.
We should have listed the arrows.
He says, "You, my sons, you have come here not to kill me, but
God dang it!
to aid me
I can't
in
like.
in making the prophecy come true." Now I want you to what is that check?
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, wisdom saving throws.
Please, 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 please. Natural 20.
I got a 12.
I loose my arrow.
You loose your arrow, and Warith is like he's a bit shocked and unsteady about it.
Hmm.
But you strike him,
And then I hit Worth and draw another arrow.
and he drops to the ground. At this, several of the children awaken, and people begin to come to life about you. What do? Warith, he's dead, and his words now. You.
Oh, is that easy?
I've snapped out of it now that that was shocked me out of it.
Yeah, it shocked you out of it. His words had taken a hold on you. Yes, with one arrow striking true, he was unarmored, and he fell straight there.
Impressive.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Oh my goodness.
I wonder if these people will snap out of it too, or do we have to drop it
Well,
off
they're
in
all
the
waking
fire?
up about you. What do you do?
I run over to his body. Does he have anything on him?
He has absolutely nothing on him.
Get your arrow back.
He's just wearing night clothes.
I look around the room. Is there anything of his?
Roll investigation.
Another natural 20.
I went to see. Well, go ahead.
So you see, even as everyone wakes up, your brain takes this snapshot and looks around real quick. You see a chest, but there's like a woman and her child in front of it.
Push them out of the way.
Are there any like?
They're sleeping and they are laying down in front of it asleep.
I go to the side of the chest and I open it.
Are there any soldiers or men with weapons in here, or anyone?
No. No, this is all happening in quick time. Everyone's waking up. Within seconds, they'll all be awake. Okay, so you open the chest. Inside you find a whole lot of several long strings of those giant beads.
Okay, grab them. Yeah, fine. Anything else, or is it like just linens and stuff?
There's some other assorted things in there, but that's what you see of value.
Wait, no. What am I doing? This is a furbolg. I put it back.
Let's go. Let's get
I
the
wanna-
heck out of here.
Should we leave now, or could we? What if? I mean, we haven't found the furbolgs yet.
Everyone is awake and screaming.
I toss his body out the window.
Roll,
Am I gonna? Do I see this? On
roll
the,
athletics.
I'm assisting him. I'm assisting him.
Woo!
Okay, both of roll athletics with advantage.
Okay.
I rolled a 20 to see if I see what's going on.
You hear shouts.
I rolled a
And
19 with advantage.
You hear shouts and screams just all around you. The women and children awake, and "Ah!" The body is cast out the window and thump onto the ground. You guys hear shouts, and and now you begin to hear shouts from below as well. All of the guards have heard you. What do you do?
Worth, let's get the heck out of here. Let's just run. Let's just run, no matter what. Let's just run.
Okay. Do you want to throw the
Wait,
alchemist fire?
Well, if I see the body fall, then can
does
I call to the furbolgs to be
by
ready?
perchance
Yeah, you
Does-
can do that.
does the tree hang over the water?
No.
So we're like the
Dang
spinner.
it.
Well, my thought was if all the guards saw the guy was dead, that they wouldn't try to do.
They are without a leader, so let's just try to. Wareth, why don't we just try to
Book it.
go down and get out of here? We don't
Alright,
need
let's
any
go.
more confrontation. We have done our mission. Let's go.
Are you gonna head like out the door and down the rope, or are you like run a rope? Oh, never mind.
I mean,
I was like saying, are you going out the window or are you going
Let's
down?
go down the stairs, I guess. The quickest way.
stairs
Just
until
boom
we
out the door.
can't. Yeah, stairs until we cannot.
And you have spent enough time at talking at this point that you begin to hear clump, 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 boot-
Oh, great.
thumping of boots coming up the ramp. And cries and shouts from soldiers. They're up there! Did you hear that?
Out the window, then.
What's going on?
Yeah, you've got that rope?
Yeah. I think,
Let's
yeah.
do it.
I quickly tie the knot around at the window.
You
And
tie it
then-
around the window post.
Yeah,
And-
and then yep.
Slide down. Yeah. Roll stealth checks.
Yeah, okay, cool. 6.
They heard you. They know that you went out the window, and as they burst into the room, they go down there, down there, down there. They've gone out the window.
Okay, that doesn't
We
stop
keep
us from doing.
going as fast as we can.
All right, you run.
We stop and wait for them now that they found us.
You run to the coast, and what do you do at the coast? Well, okay, well, snap to Mirowin real quick. You and the Firbolg, you have alerted them.
Yes.
They stand and rush to the coast, and rush to the riverbank, all with arrows ready to go at their bows, and you as well. And you guys jump in the water.
Yes.
Oh boy! All right, make an athletics check.
8.
18. Can I help him? Can I help him with
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. Okay. You pull them along beside you, and you guys kind of, and you hear the and arrows falling down into the water beside you, and make a dexterity saving throw.
Heck yes, I am good at these.
Ooh, buddy.
10.
So that's
What's your roll?
23.
Okay.
Nice.
Bew gets just grazed in the side with an arrow, dealing 2 points of piercing damage. And give me another one more athletics roll. As you're clabbering through the water, kind of being pulled downstream a little bit, but toward the shore.
20,
19.
not natural.
Ooh, both of you guys. Okay, with your powers combined, you make it to the shore and scrape your way up and you run to the safety of the Furbolg. Have you done it?
He's dead.
Yeah, we have done it.
However,
You're both alive.
we did not see any of your people in there. We only saw elves.
Oh, I fear for the worst then.
Yes. But we did not see any bodies either.
Perhaps they escaped.
Perhaps.
I'll have to tell myself that they escaped.
Perhaps, but now is not the time for that. Now is the time to stand and face these ones. These zealots are coming. Either to realize that they are no longer under rulership, or they are here to fight. It is now time to figure that out.
How far
I
are we from
suppose.
the island here?
What did I say before? At least 100 feet.
Okay.
He says, I suppose. No, they must all know by now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I see
Got him and dumped him out of the window.
you see the torches over there. They've lit torches and quite what all that commotion. Ah, well, but what will they do? Their leader is dead. I suppose we wait.
I load my crossbow again, and I just kind of keep it trained on the island to watch to see what happens.
So what goes down as the sun rises? There is you see a rushing of men, women, and children up and down the ramps. Some of them are just running in panic and confusion out into the part of the island where there's sort of a field, not really a field, but less no trees. Some of them are huddling in the houses. You hear shouts, and at some point, some sort of fight breaks out, and you see another body come tumbling out of the second story window, and then and you hear sounds of steel in there, clang, steel on steel, and there is some sort of fight has broken out in there.
We should go. We should go now while they're distracted and fighting each other.
Go now and do what? They are taking care of their own problem.
Is that guy still with the council? We can go find out what he knows.
Get off the table, Sadie. Right
Some
in
sort
front
of
me.
some sort of brawl has taken place, and within a half hour, all seems still again, and you see a certain figure come out and stand with a bloodied sword out of the bottom one, and he stands out in front and looks at all of it and looks across and sees you. He wipes his blade, puts it away, raises his hands.
I motioned all the furbolgs to
Yeah, let's
move
go.
to the island.
I crack my neck. Yeah,
I know they have the urge to.
I know. I didn't even have to do it, and I was like,
Want to.
they and you are able to. They help you make they're decent swimmers and more resistant to the currents, and they assist you to make it over to the island. They and you make it there easily, and you stand and face this elven man with his drawn blade, and he kneels, hands in the air. He looks to be somewhat important. He's got a nicer long sword, and his clothing is a little finer, threaded gold on it.
so,
What happened here?
what's all this about? Yeah?
We were duped by a false prophet.
Mm.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You know, I hated the man. I hated him. But I thought that God spoke through him. So I followed him. I did everything he said, right until the end. Everything. Took this island.
What was
Invaded
he
this
planning?
land.
What was he planning to do?
He was here to await a sign from God.
And then
Tell
he
him
what?
how to bring about the final winter. That is all he said, but we believed. We believed him. But would the gods speak to one who they would let be slaughtered so easily?
How indeed? How
I
indeed?
hated him, but I
Where
followed
are
him.
where are the furbolgs that lived here?
Dead.
All of them.
All 5.
Mm.
That
That
was
is
something that I felt opposed to in my heart, but I did not say a word to Jorion about it.
that
I
is
simply,
very unfortunate.
I simply followed. We were all of us deceived by him.
Mm.
How
And
many
now,
left alive here after your brawl?
maybe there may be about 50 of us. I do not know. I have not taken count.
50, 50, 50.
Most of us are women and children, and you can hold those of us account. You can hold those of us to account who are guilty, but the rest, you must know that they were taken in and enraptured by him, and they bear no guilt for this, for his words carried power.
Yes, found that out.
Honestly, it's going to be up to the council your fate. We were here to help the Firbolgs out. However, you all were the ones who assaulted their lands.
We'll take responsibility then. Bring us with you, then. We will come peacefully, but you must give me assurance that no harm will befall our children.
I looked to Thicket.
Thicket says, we've never harmed children. We know that they're innocent in all of this. But the ones of you who have done these deeds, you must be brought to account, and you will. You will stand before our council. We will take you back now. We will take you back to Yanmar. You and all your people, and we will decide your fate there.
Command the ones who are still living to surrender their weapons here in a pile, and then go with the Firbolgs back to the city.
I shall do. And he rises and he shouts commands in Elvish to the rest of those that are still alive, and they seem to be in agreement with him, as those loyalists and zealots have all been destroyed in the fight. And they lay down their weapons and toss them in a pile, swords and bows and sheaths and arrows. And
I fill my quiver.
you fill your quiver to its maximum of 20 arrows. Is that what the max is?
Nice.
I think it is. But yes, you have a
That's
maximum
whatever you
arrows.
say.
Yep,
My
that's
max is whatever you say, baby.
this particular quiver has 20 arrow capacity.
Is there any like really, really good swords in there?
Make investigation check.
The guy that we just talked to seemed to have a nice sword.
He does have a nice longsword.
You can't use a long
fif-
sword. That's strength based.
But I could sell it. 15.
15. Most of the rest of them, their weapons don't seem to be quite as high quality, except for the bows. The bows are well crafted, but the swords are just swordy swords. They're just swords.
That one guy's is nice.
Yeah, he's got a nice long sword.
I will take that.
Okay, yeah, you take the longest one. It's got a like a bronzy hilt, T hilts, and it's with a with a nice wood grip and a pommel that's in the shape of like the moon.
Mm.
And the blade is nice steel. And it's got a scabbard as well. You pull the sword out to see it. The scabbard is of black leather and tooled in again the same sort of bronzy finished fittings.
Okay.
The belt is also finished in a similar style. It's a really nice set. So you can take all of that stuff.
I do.
You will be able to sell that for a high price. I remove the spear from my back and drop it into the pile.
Okay.
I just don't want to carry. I'm trading bow for spear.
Cool.
Bow is a direct upgrade.
Well, what all of you do is you make your way back to the shore.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the children and such you ferry back and forth in the boat, and in fact there is another boat over there in which you move the people, and you guys and the Furbolg escort this group of people all the way back to Yuntal, so several hours. And Thicket and the group, he says, we'll take them to the council. We're gonna find out what will happen with them. It's let's pass. It's a mid-afternoon when you get there, and he says that it'll take till evening we'll assemble the council, but for now, we'll hold them. We'll form a circle about them and make certain they don't attempt to go anywhere. But the council will form, and we'll let you know when they do.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, we should go see Brecken and
Oh yes, Bracken missed all this.
the
Jafira.
Lord.
Lore speaker.
Yeah, Lord. Something.
Yeah, you go back to Jafira's home and up to her tree home, and you knock on the door, and Brecken opens it, and he's wide-eyed. Looks like he probably hasn't slept much, and he says, "You're back.
Yep.
What happened?
It
It's
was kind of
exciting.
a mess.
Did you
It was very good.
did you solve the problem?"
Yes, they were.
Oh yes.
There was a cult leader who'd kind of charmed them all, and they killed all the furbolgs in the next settlement, unfortunately.
Oh, that's horrible.
But we shot an arrow through him and dumped him out of a window. So
Yeah, we did. Warith.
All right then. What the things we've been learning. I feel like my eyes have been opened for the first time. Come on in. Come inside. He sits beside Jafira, who has a book open, and she says, "We have learned much, and we will learn much more. Still have a lot of work to do on the translation. But what we know for certain, is that the shard is at the bottom of the Vault of Ages. It is referenced." And she says, "I have something to entrust to you now." And she stands and goes over to another one of her bookcases, takes out a locked wooden box, slips a key out, and she takes out a strangely shaped metal object. It looks like this. It's poorly drawn, but here it is in profile and in an angled view. It's a cylindrical piece of metal with these 4 steps on it cut into it, rotating around it.
Is it made of face steel?
Roll Arcana.
What's your dog doing?
Barking in her sleep.
Barking.
Hmm?
I got a 5.
You cannot tell. You don't know what metal it's made of.
Ooh, 17.
You cannot tell.
Figures.
Give it 20.
I don't think it's gonna matter.
You can't tell. You don't know what it is.
Do you know where the entrance to the Vault of Ages is? How we can get into it?
I do. And this is the key to the vault. And she looks at you, Bew, and hands it to you. She holds it out.
Is it? Is
There
it,
you go.
Is it magic?
It is a key. A key's magic.
No, I get that, but does it like possess some sort of hinky jinky magic thing that will do?
She looks at you as if you were a silly child and says, "The keys are neither good or evil. But yes, I do know where this entrance is. I can show you it. The entrance to the Vault of Ages." And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Ah!
And upon feeling that in your palm, you all three feel a sort of energy. And you're all level 5.
Woo!
Hey!